dia, a glória de Deus, os ídolos meus.
Check. Hey, this is Josh from BrandsWalk, back at it again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about what I pack inside this Kanken Photo Insert and why I always bring this on my travels. So this bag basically makes it easy for you to organize and pack all of your camera gear when you're going out into photo shoots or if you're going out to travel. This is basically like an all-in-one solution. When you open up the bag, it has this kind of modular organization system with these Velcro panels. So basically what makes this Velcro system so ingenious is that you can basically put any type of gear and you're not limited to a specific size or dimension. So right now I can fit both my video and photo cameras, with both of them having the lenses attached. The main video camera I'm using right now is the Sony ZV-E1, and this basically has the same sensor size as its bigger brother, the Sony FX3 or A7S III. This is basically my travel kit because it's just so much lighter and smaller for vlogging and just bringing it out the whole day. So I love this camera because the controls are very minimalist with just a record button, control dial, and a selection switch for photo, video, or slow motion mode. There's only one SD card slot, so this can be an issue for some, but for me personally, I've never had a card fail on me. And as mentioned before, the body is a lot lighter than the FX3, and the body size is noticeably slimmer, which makes it a no-brainer if you're going to be shooting all day outside. It has the same flip-out LCD screen, making it easy to monitor when shooting videos. Overall, it feels like a perfect secondary camera for more travel-focused content, casual vlogging, or simple productions. So right now I've attached the Sony 11mm 1.8. The Sony 11mm 1.8 is originally an APS-C lens, but I saw a few people using it on YouTube and I really liked the look it gave to the image, as well as the size. When shooting with it, it's an ultra-wide lens, so it gives exaggerated proportions, almost like a fisheye. The main reason I have this in my kit is that it feels very lightweight and compact, and the autofocus is what you would expect from a modern Sony lens. Near perfect. And the other two lenses I have inside the insert is the Sony 55mm 1.8 and the 24mm f2.8. The 24mm 2.8 G lens is a great complementary to the 55mm because it shares the same filter thread and it's even more compact. It gives a standard wide field of view, and what the 55 lacks, this one provides. It has a manual aperture ring with a custom function button and an autofocus manual focus switch. Both lenses I have filtered with the Polar Pro Variable ND version 2. Now moving on to the 55mm 1.8. This lens was one of the first lenses I've ever bought for my Sony system. As you can see, it's pretty beat up as I've taken this around the world for the past 6 years or so. The design is very simple, there's no controls or aperture ring on the lens body itself, but the image makes up for that. It's extremely sharp, wide open, and there's a special look that it gives, all in such a small footprint. The concave glass on the front also looks very aesthetically pleasing. Moving on to the Leica M11P. The M11P is a digital rangefinder camera, meaning everything is manually focused through the lens and viewfinder. At first, this was a camera with a big learning curve, and I actually didn't enjoy shooting it for the first couple of months. However, after finally getting the hang of it, there's no other photography camera I would want to use for travel. The design is beautifully classic, and the manual dials and controls make this a truly special camera for me. Attached on the camera body right now is the Voigtlander 40mm 1.2. This is such a fast lens considering the weight and size. I've even added a third-party hood and focusing tab as well just to give it some flair. The build quality is pretty great. It's made in Japan and feels very premium. Every time I change the aperture or turn the focus ring, it's extremely smooth and responsive. And I've kind of organized it so that the two camera bodies are relatively parallel to each other, and I have this kind of more narrow storage block towards the bottom of the photo insert bag, and this is where I kind of put in my miscellaneous accessories. like the vertical Sony grip I use for my ZVE1. It comes in really handy when you're just trying to take the ZVE1 outside all day and you don't really want to lug around a full-size tripod. You can basically put this anywhere on the table, any type of solid surface. And then towards the left side, or the second row of the photo insert, I have my DJI wireless microphone system. And basically I have the whole pouch, the whole carrying case that comes with the microphone can fit inside this block very perfectly. And this holds, the 2 wireless microphones that come with it. Just to summarize, the DJI Mic 2 is probably one of the best audio accessories I've bought thus far. It's a 2-channel wireless microphone system, allowing you to easily attach it to the hot shoe of your camera and record 32-bit audio seamlessly. For those who might not know, 32-bit float allows you to record a loud sound into the microphone and it won't distort or clip like a traditional microphone would. The 2 mics and receiver are magnetically stored inside this charging case. With this combination, you're able to get up to 18 hours of battery life, which makes this such a great solution in a travel scenario. You can of course plug in your lavalier mic into the 3.5mm audio jack or an anti-wind muff, which I always use outside. There's also a magnet on the back of the microphone, giving you the option to attach magnetically onto your clothing or just use the built-in clip. So now moving on to the lid portion of the photo insert, you have these 2 storage compartments, and they're both zippered. And on the top zipper compartment, I usually place my Samsung SSD. And then on the bottom portion, I have my Sony wireless shotgun microphone that attaches directly onto the camera. And alongside with the shotgun microphone in the bottom compartment, I have, the Sony ZVE1 batteries. Yeah, and that just fits very perfectly. And of course, the material of the Kanken Photo Insert is the, signature Fjallraven weatherproof, water resistant kind of canvas fabric. So there's no worry if you're out in the elements, with unpredictable weather. And the overall construction, it feels sturdy but not heavy. Feels padded enough to protect your precious gear, but it's not too heavy that it's gonna feel cumbersome when carrying it around or packing it in your luggage. So yeah, it's a very simple design, easy to use, very straightforward. The inclusion of that Velcro system just makes things a lot more easy. So this has been kind of an overview on how I pack the Fjallraven Kanken Photo Insert on my daily shoots and occasional travels. The Fjallraven Kanken Photo Insert is available now and can be purchased on BrandsWalk.com. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Cool thing is, if you subscribe to our mailing system, you can use our promo code, which will give you 10% off. So yeah, make sure to visit our website to get that going.